Imagine a place where the laws of physics begin to break down. A place where time slows, space bends, and escape becomes impossible. No explosion, no monster, and no alien civilization. Just gravity. Gravity so powerful that not even light can escape. These objects are better known as black holes, and they may be the most terrifying things in the universe. But what makes them truly frightening isn't what they are, it's what they do, and what happens if you get too close. Let's start with a simple question. What exactly is a black hole? Despite the name, a black hole isn't actually a hole. It's an object, an incredibly dense object. Imagine taking a star many times larger than our sun and crushing it into a tiny region of space. The result is gravity unlike anything else in the universe, gravity so intense that it warps space itself. Around every black hole is a boundary, a point of no return. It's called the event horizon. Cross it and nothing comes back. Not a spacecraft, not a signal, not even light. That's why black holes appear completely dark. They hide everything that falls inside. But things get much worse. Imagine falling toward one. At first, you might not notice anything unusual, especially if it's a supermassive black hole. But as you get closer, gravity begins pulling harder on your feet than your head. The difference becomes enormous. Your body stretches, longer, longer, and even longer. Scientists call this spaghettification because you'd eventually resemble a strand of spaghetti. It's one of the most horrifying deaths that physics can imagine. But the strangest part isn't what happens to your body, it's what happens to time. According to Einstein, gravity affects time itself. The stronger the gravity, the slower time passes. Near a black hole, this effect becomes extreme. To an outside observer, you would appear to move slower and slower as you approach the event horizon. Eventually, you would seem frozen in time, never quite crossing the boundary, yet from your perspective, time would feel normal. You would continue falling, straight into the darkness. And then, we reach the greatest mystery of all. What happens inside? The truth is, we don't know. At the center of every black hole lies something called a singularity, a point where density becomes infinite, a place where our equations stop working. Modern physics simply breaks. It's one of the few places in the universe where science currently has no answer. And black holes aren't rare. Astronomers believe there may be hundreds of millions of them in our galaxy alone. Some wander silently through space, invisible, waiting to be discovered. Others sit at the centers of galaxies, including our own, a supermassive black hole called Sagittarius A star, 4 million times more massive than the Sun. Thankfully, it's far away, but its existence reminds us of something unsettling. The universe isn't designed for us, and it doesn't care if we survive. And hidden among the stars are objects capable of tearing apart matter, distorting time, and breaking the laws of physics as we know them. When people imagine monsters, they usually think of creatures, something alive, something hunting them. But the most terrifying thing in the universe isn't alive at all. It doesn't think, it doesn't move, it doesn't choose, it simply exists. And somehow, that's far scarier than any monster. Because after all, the universe is under no obligation to make sense to us.